We all have regrets. So how do you forgive yourself if it's something you regret that you said or you did? Well, the first place to start is to remember that the past is the past. Can't change it, so you can't really dwell on it too much. You can know what you said and what you did, but you're not going to be able to change that. So one thing you can do is to review your current morals and values. Would you have done things differently now? Quite possibly, because as we mature, we change and we get different ideas and different morals and values as we learn through experience. Once you know what your current morals and values are, all you have to do is act on them currently. So things that you've done in the past are something you learn from. You have your current morals and values, which you now act on. So hopefully those things that you regret won't happen again. You were doing the best you could at the time with the knowledge you had and the experience you had at the time. You see, when we look back with a maturer mind full of experience and understanding, and we forget how we thought when we were in our 20s or teens. And it was a very different way of thinking and behaving. So you were doing the best that you could at the time with the knowledge that you had at the time, is to give yourself a redo. By this, I mean, write down the situation as it was at the time, write down what you would do now, and that's it done. You now know if that situation had occurred today, you'd have done things differently, you'd have done things better. That's fine, you can now move on. One thing I suppose I don't learn from, and I'm not that mature about, is things like patterns of behaviour. I think my essential character hasn't changed, and therefore I do have repeat patterns of behaviour, which means I have repeated regrets. I react very emotionally to a lot of things very, very quickly. So if you find that you keep making the same mistakes in maybe a slightly different way, look at those patterns of behaviour within yourself, and then once you know what those patterns of behaviour are, and mine is quick to temper, not to listen, to make judgment, next time a situation arises, take a step back, breathe. Power of sorry, part of a rehab program. Most rehab programs include going around as one of the steps to say sorry to the people that you hurt. Well, you don't have to have been an addict of saying sorry. You just have to, in sincerity, apologise for something that you feel you need to apologise for, and then move on. Then you must leave it. Last one, and I've said it a couple of times already, is move forward. So once you've done everything you can do, it's time to just leave it. We started with the past is in the past. Can't change it, you can't go back in time. So if you've done all your steps, you must move forward.